Extreme revelations on the field. Khloe Kardashian explains why Kendall Jenner is always so extremely jealous. Ever since she was a child, her jealous behavior has caused many arguments within the family. You won't believe the stupid things she gets jealous of. If you think that Kim was worse, you are wrong.
It ruined my night, so I can do whatever. No, I have the best.
Anybody with siblings knows that sometimes jealousy can creep in. And despite their famous success, the Jenner sisters are not immune to sibling rivalries. Kendall has made her own way in the fashion industry and is now successful with her tequila brand, 818 Tequila. But there are still a lot of moments when she gets terribly jealous of her sisters. It's no secret that Kendall isn't as engaged in the beauty industry as her sisters, Kim and Kylie in particular, who both own successful beauty businesses. Furthermore, she is aware that she isn't on the same level as them when it comes to getting glammed up. She has, however, a history of criticizing Kylie's makeup techniques.
I used to do your makeup, like in high school.
No, you did not. You're such a liar.
According to Khloé, Kendall used to constantly make fun of Kylie for getting her makeup done. Kylie always looked beautiful, so it was so mean and hurtful, Khloé continued. But a few short years later, during her Vogue Beauty Secrets video, Kendall herself acknowledged that Kylie is a pro at the glam life. But when it comes to makeup, Kendall found her area of expertise and is sticking with it. But this doesn't count for her anxiety in the public eye. Kendall has been quite open about her struggles with anxiety and life in the spotlight over the past few years.
And I was experiencing symptoms of anxiety.
According to Khloé, Kendall wants to be able to interact with the paparazzi as undisturbed as her other sisters. But she can't do it, and then she gets jealous, anxious and angry with us and tells us to stop posing so much and reacting to the paparazzi, Khloé continued. Before they go to an event together, Kendall often gives instructions on how the other sisters should behave. Retarded, according to Khloé. However, Kendall earlier said that she found ways to cope with it, dealing with it. But Khloé admitted that's bullshit, and it's still as extreme as it ever was. The same goes for her cooking skills. Khloé has never hidden how much she loves her kitchen and how much she enjoys cooking. The matriarch of the Jenner family, Kris, has published 2 cookbooks with family recipes in them. For some Kardashians, cooking is easy, but not for Kendall. Kendall's cooking skills are extremely bad and not on the same level as her sisters. It was clear to us from cutting the cucumber how proficient with a knife she was.
I nicked myself the other day.
I know, I'm kind of scared.
There you go.
According to Khloé, Kendall doesn't try to improve her cooking skills, but she is always jealous and makes nasty comments when someone else succeeds in cooking. Like, what do you want? Do something about it or don't whine. Because she's good at whining, especially about her place in the Kardashian-Jenner family. It's no secret to Kendall that she differs slightly from her sisters. She has always been the family's sports-loving tomboy. Even though she created a life she loves, she remembers that when they were younger, she used to cry because she didn't have the same social life as Kylie, preferring to spend time with herself in her room or riding her ponies. Though Khloé says things are better now, Kendall still feels excluded and alone when the other sisters gather together for an activity. However, Kendall doesn't offer any suggestions of her own. Khloé claims that Kendall never responds to them when the sisters do something together and share a photo via the group chat. And if she responds, it is very curt. Before we continue, like this video and subscribe to our channel to be informed about new juicy Kardashian updates. Even though Kendall is the family supermodel, she often has to compete for the same jobs as her sisters because they have the same manager, Mother Kris. In 2022, it was the ever-covered Vogue US cover. The cover of Vogue has always been Kim's dream, even though both she and Kendall have already been on the cover in the past. Kim mentioned how special the cover was to her. It could be because this was her first cover as Kim Kardashian, no West. Kendall's response to the news was of course being happy for her sister, but she also said that she would have been extremely honored and beyond excited to get this Vogue cover. Kim got the cover after Kendall had completed a test shoot, which made Kendall extremely jealous.
I'm so excited that I'm gonna be on the cover of Vogue.
Khloé said that it was better not to come near Kendall too much at that time. She was very irritated and grumpy, I understood it, but it went on for too long, Khloé reveals. This brings us to the launch of her own business. It would have been obvious for everybody that Kendall would follow in her sister's footsteps by entering the beauty or fashion industries. or by launching her own spin-off show like Kylie and Khloé. However, Kendall chose her own route by remaining true to herself and following her interests, which finally brought her to the success of her tequila company, 818 Tequila. That does not imply, however, that she was unaware of her sister's business ventures and collaborations along the road. Kendall has always been reserved and has admitted to being jealous of Kylie's willingness to take risks and put herself out there. According to MSN, there have been reports of sibling rivalry and jealousy between these two, with an insider telling Radar Online, "There's so much envy between these two, it's as though they're not happy when the other's doing well." Kendall figures it's crazy how much Kylie's net worth is, the insider reports. The source continues, "While she's only got a fraction of that in the bank herself. Kylie really rubs it in and it's been a big issue lately," the source describes, "because Kendall is one of the best models in the world. That's gotten Kylie looking over her shoulder. And that's not the only thing about Kylie that Kendall is jealous of. Baby fever is a thing for Kendall. Now that all her sisters have kids of their own, she sometimes feels left out because they have other topics of conversation and do things together with the children." According to Khloé, Kendall sometimes finds it difficult that Kylie became a mother so young. Of course, she likes it for Kylie, but this means they see each other a lot less, causing Kendall to start thinking about having children of her own. To truly test her baby fever, she watched True, Chicago, and Psalm while her sisters had what they called a mum's gone wild night. Kendall was pretty jealous of her sisters at that moment, dealing with 3 high-energy toddlers for the night.
One little old me is chaos.
What are you doing? Come here.
I guess this is motherhood.
According to Khloé, Kendall's jealous behavior started when Kendall was a child and had no friends. While Kylie had a lot of friends, Kendall was always alone. That's where it started, according to Khloé. And ever since, she always compares herself to her sisters to an extreme extent. As we all know, Kim has been married 3 times, Khloé once, and Kourtney is now married too. Kendall has explicitly stated that she wasn't ready to settle down in the past. But during a game of Never Have I Ever with her best friend Hailey Bieber, she jokingly, not so jokingly, admitted a wedding dress would be nice but that nobody had ever proposed to her. Although she laughed about it in the moment, Khloé now says that it really bothers her that she has never met anyone she would even want to marry. We get it, Kendall. When your sisters are getting married and engaged and so are your friends, the comparison can creep in. Isn't it better to get married once than to get divorced 3 times? Even though she always seems chill and unbothered, she clearly isn't. It is very sad that Kendall compares herself so much with her sisters, while they are not having such a great time at all. What do you think? Should Kendall be jealous of something?